So what type of person makes an ideal fractional exec, fractional CXO? So ultimately, you have to have the right attributes to do this, because it is not easy being an executive for more than one company. So if you think about what that might mean to you, if you can imagine holding the context of that company, the responsibility of that company at a senior executive level, and all of the things that come with that, the day-to-day, the hard decisions, the trends and the patterns of that organization and the phase that that organization's going through. So to have a very resilient and well-organized, well-disciplined type of skill set is really important. It can be extremely easy to be dragged into a lot of the detail of an organization. And if that was to happen too often, you can really burn yourself out as an executive. So having very clear processes and tools and tricks and tips for your own working day and how you design your calendar is actually really important when you're doing this with more than one customer, more than one client at a time. Other attributes, you have to be able to context switch extremely quickly. I often find that I am dealing with more than one thing at a time for a different company, even though you do separate those concerns, and we'll talk about how to do that in another video. But being able to context switch and really remember where you were at the last time you were in that company's mindset is a very strong attribute you must have to do this well. I think there's also an attribute that I recommend, which is being a bit of a pattern matcher, not being afraid to take something and reconfigure it for another scenario. So I'm often taking templates or getting up to speed really quickly because I'm associating it with other things that I've done with my life or with my experience. And so you're often pattern matching for maybe the 70% of just how businesses work. That really is a really great and powerful attribute to have for working in this way. But you do have to have a lot of discipline, and you have to really want to be doing the doing as well as not just advising. And that's a strong attribute for being all in these companies. And you have to really care about the humans involved. It can't just be a catch and release type situation. You really do care about these outcomes being met and be really self-managing, self-driven. So if you are feeling that you're in that type of camp, it's probably ideal for you. If you find that you have to have a lot of habits and a lot of solid structure around you, it might not be the best place for you, because that can change. Also, if you can't keep out of the detail and all of the dramas, then it's probably not the best one for you either.